Alright guys, this is Colonel Steve Johnson with the Blaine County Sheriff's Office. Today we're going to do a little tutorial on the Wraith Speed Radar Gun. This is a fantastic tool that we can utilize. Thank Nordic and Kobe for implementing this into the city. It's a very realistic speed radar. I did make a previous video. There are a few little critiques I'd like to make to it to better enhance and use the Wraith Speed Radar. First, what we're going to do is we're going to hit the F5. The F5 is going to bring up our remote control. Okay, remote control has many features. Some it may be confusing to some, and that's what we're going to clarify in this video. First, what we want to do is we want to hit toggle display here. When you hit toggle display, it's going to bring up your speed radar. Okay, at this point, what you're going to want to do is hit this power button to turn it on. Once you turn it on, you're going to notice that the right side is going to say hold on the front and the rear, and it's just going to have brackets for your control speed. What you're going to want to do to set up your radar is you're going to want to go back to your remote, click emit forward, emit reverse, and on the last video I had you guys select opposite. I have found out that if we select same on both front and rear, it'll actually pick up the speeds a lot sooner than if we were to select opposite. Why that is, I don't know, but I have been playing with it since then. So what you're going to want to do is hit emit forward, emit rear to turn it on. Then you're going to want to hit same. Alright? Another cool feature about this is we also have a plate reader. Plate reader button here on the remote. You're going to select that. If you do have a Bolo, you can put the Bolo license plate here. Okay, and then you're going to hit set Bolo. To turn on your plate reader, you're going to hit toggle display. It's going to bring up your plate reader. Notice it says front and the rear. So it'll actually allow you to see which plate it actually brings up. Okay? To back out of that, you're just going to hit your right clicker on your mouse, and it'll bring it back. Or you can just click anywhere on the screen and it'll bring back your remote. You can actually move your speed radar anywhere on the screen that you would like. It's another cool feature about this Wraith is it's just not on one particular area. You can move it anywhere you'd like. You can also adjust the size of your plate reader, your radar, and as well as your remote by clicking UI settings. UI settings will allow you to adjust the size. So the radar scale. If I want to make it bigger, I can make it bigger. If I want to make it smaller, I can make it smaller. Same with the remote, same with the reader, the plate reader. Alright, and we're going to hit close there. There's a menu button. We'll go over that here in a second. Mainly everything in this menu button here is going to be in your help. Okay, you can actually set the distance that your plate reader or your speed actually can read. So if you would prefer that your speed reader doesn't pick up a car until it's super close to you, you can set that. Or if you want to start picking it up when it's way down the road, you can set that as well. When you click menu, you're going to notice it brings up an operator's manual. And this operator's manual is going to give you a in-depth instructional on everything you need to know. Placement of the radar, front and rear, different keybinds for different parts of the radar. The operator's menu. This is when you hit that menu button. You're going to notice different displays, the fast window, these little abbreviations here popping up every time you hit menu on your remote. This right here gives you a description of what each of those abbreviations mean and how you can set them. So you can do your beat volume, your opposite lane sensitivity, your same lane sensitivity. Okay. Plate reader volume, so it'll alert you when it locks onto a Bolo plate. This right here is a display operation. It gives you all the definitions for every button on your display as well as your remote. And then here is the remote control usage, and it tells you exactly what all the buttons mean as well as definitions for those buttons. If you guys have any further questions, feel free to ask. More definitions on what exactly those abbreviations mean. and how to utilize them to the best of their abilities. As I was saying, guys, this is Colonel Steve Johnson with Blaine County Sheriff's Office. If you guys have any questions on how to use this or anything like that, feel free to reach out to me, Colonel Steve Johnson, or reach out to your higher ranking member, as they may have answers for you as well. But this is just a quick tutorial on how to use the Wraith Speed Radar. I hope you guys have a wonderful day.